This is the second battle in the finals of the Wars of the Ancient. In the first battle, the Armenian king defeated Poccopacs decisively, commanding the Seleucids against Carthage, and it mainly came down to him shutting down the skirmishers of Carthage while using his elephants decisively. In this battle, Armenian king is commanding Carthage, and the Seleucids are commanded by Poccopacs. The map is still the pyramids. A good map for both factions. It looks like the map is... the season is winter. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but judging by the lighting, it looks like we have a winter map. So that means that the effects of heat are not going to be as pronounced as they are if this map is played in the summer, but there are a lot of units on both sides that have a resistance to heat. Horse skirmishers with 41 missile damage, a perfect counter to the elephants of Carthage. 4 units of Median cavalry, a scythe chariot, Persian light archers, a Gemma cavalry. Then we have a line of 6 thorax swords and 2 thureos, so a lot of units that can deal with elephants. For Carthage, we have 5 Carthaginian cavalry, 1 African war elephant, general's bodyguard, 2 mercenary Numidians to deal with elephants, but there are no elephants on the field for the Seleucids. We have mix of mercenary Samnites and 3 mercenary Samnites, 3 Libyan infantry, 2 Libyan javelins, nice cheap counters to elephants. So again, both builds are more than capable of dealing with each other. It's going to come down to who can use their special units more effectively. So the African war elephants are very dangerous units, but so are of course the scythe chariots of the Seleucids. Now the Numidians are not as dangerous to the Seleucid build as the horse skirmishers are to the Carthaginian build, because the Numidians aren't going to be able to be super effective against chariots when they are moving, while the horse skirmishers are going to be super effective against the African war elephants of Carthage. Infantry-wise, they are about evenly matched. The cavalry advantage goes to the Seleucids. A Gemma cavalry is going to be able to do a lot of damage. Horse skirmishers have fire at will off, and they are baiting the fire from these Numidians. Very risky sending the Gemma cavalry up to meet the mercenary Numidians, because they will be able to do a lot of damage to the Gemma cavalry. The Gemma cavalry is only walking now, and that's going to be bad for the Gemma cavalry. They're going to take a lot of damage from these volleys. Horse skirmishers are rushing in to do damage to the Numidians, but javelin cavalry firing at moving javelin cavalry is going to miss a lot of the time. Poccopacs moving through the forest here. Elephants of Armenian king are moving up to push them away, together with some Carthaginian cavalry. The Persian light archers might do a lot of damage to these mercenary Numidian cavalry. Some volleys incoming, but not firing at full effect just yet. Here we are, arrows incoming, taking down the mercenary Numidian cavalry. Poccopacs is forced out of the forest due to the elephants and the Carthaginian cavalry moving up. But now this is bad for Armenian king. Horse skirmishers have a clean shot on the African war elephants. They should be able to make them run amok effectively here. No, they weren't. They didn't get enough volleys off on the elephants. There they are, running amok. Horse skirmishers are deadly. So now they are running amok here in no man's land, and fire arrows incoming. Poccopacs is going to be able to make the elephants of Armenian king run amok. They're doing damage to the late Libyan hoplites, trying to push away the skirmishers of the Seleucids. The Seleucids need to kill these elephants before they make it into their lines. Using shock cavalry to stop the elephants and to break the late Libyan hoplites. Elephants came back from routing, but they're taking so much fire now. The elephants should just start dying and dropping. Median cavalry against Carthaginian cavalry. I did not see which unit got the better charges there. But the elephants of Carthage are off the field, and it's going to be so difficult for Carthage to handle the Seleucids now. The Seleucids are winning the cavalry engagements against the Carthaginian cavalry just about. Numidians moving into support, but being fired upon by the Thureo spears and taking a lot of casualties. This is so bad for Carthage. Late Libyan hoplites going down. And the Carthaginians from Armenian king should be able to win this engagement over here. pouring in the Carthaginian cavalry to destroy the Median cavalry. But again, losing the elephants, a decisive blow for Carthage. And although Carthage is winning over here, it's going to be very difficult dealing with the Seleucid build. If Carthage manages somehow to take care of the scythe chariots, they are about evenly matched. But it's going to be super difficult for Carthage to do that. Poccopacs pulling out his Median cavalry. He's probably going to lose these units due to being attacked in the rear. The Median cavalry is routing. Nicely done here, using the horse skirmishers to do damage to the Carthaginian cavalry. Should kill a lot of Carthaginian cavalry here, but Armenian king is peeling up one unit, and he actually manages to catch the horse skirmishers. So these horse skirmishers are going to die very, very quickly. Thureos incoming, doing some damage to the Carthaginian cavalry. Another unit of Medians being pulled out, but the skirmishers of Carthage are no threat now that the elephants are off the field. Another unit of Median cavalry going down. The Numidians they've taken quite a lot of casualties, but they haven't done much either. They probably were there to counter elephants, and it was very smart of Poccopacs to bring the scythe chariots instead of the elephants. So they are potentially going to be able to destroy the sword line of Carthage here. Charging the Numidians into the horse skirmishers, trying to break them because they were attacked in the rear. But this could be dangerous for the Numidians because there are so many supporting units nearby. Carthaginian cavalry incoming. Very messy cavalry engagements here on the flanks. Poccopacs just keeping his scythe chariots in reserve for the time being. Frontal cavalry charge incoming from Armenian king into the thorax swords, trying to stop the Gemma cavalry and doing a great job of it. Very nicely done by Poccopacs. Mercenary Samnites going up against thorax swords. They should be able to win there. Thorax swords against Libyan infantry, fairly even match, but I think the Libyan infantry is going to be able to win. Carthaginian units are routing over here. The mercenary Numidians are being defeated, while the horse skirmishers are actually still on the field. The scythe chariots are incoming, and there are no units free for Armenian king to deal with the scythe chariots. The scythe chariots, it looks like they're going to try to move in frontally and push through the Libyan infantry. Let's see if they're able to. Yep, they're going to be able to do that, and now the skirmishers of Carthage are going to start doing a lot of damage to the chariots. The chariots are not getting a huge amount of kills because they went in frontally. But the cavalry of the Seleucids coming in to take care of the Carthaginian general and the Libyan javelin man, and now Carthage has absolutely no response to the chariots. They'll be able to roam free in the backlines of Carthage and do massive amounts of damage. Very nicely done here by Poccopacs. The chariots are finally starting to get some kills. Carthaginian cavalry moving in to stop the chariots, and they are able to do it somewhat effectively actually. The chariots are going to keep moving though, and getting nice kills against the engaged mercenary Samnites and the Libyan infantry. Carthaginian cavalry is chasing away these Median cavalry instead of going for the chariots. Might have been a mistake there. Rear charges happening against the mercenary Samnites. The mercenary Samnites are getting wrecked by the scythe chariots. Might be a mistake firing into the blob though, but at this point there is not a whole lot that Carthage can do. The Carthaginian cavalry is getting destroyed, coming up against two units of good cavalry here. Chariots are just continuing their bloody work up and down the Carthaginian lines. Carthaginian cavalry incoming against scythe chariots. This might catch them for a little while at least. But still they're able to make it into the back of the Samnites, do a lot of damage, pulling through their own units. And the chariots are going down now, but it's just too late for Carthage. The scythe chariots are free to continue to attack the right flank of Carthage. They are dying, but still there is nothing that Carthage can do against these scythe chariots. I really think scythe chariots should do damage to friendly units when running through like this, because that is part of what makes chariots so overpowered. is that they can just retreat behind friendly units and not do any friendly fire. I think that's just a bad mechanic. But still, very nicely done here by Poccopacs. Able to get a lot of kills on the chariots, win the engagements against the Libyan infantry that the thorax swords were losing, just by getting the chariots in there. And at this point we're going to see a chain rout from Carthage, because the chariots are just destroying all of the Carthaginian units. So again, the elephants of Carthage were defeated decisively. Poccopacs played an extremely impressive game here in shutting down the Carthaginian build of Armenian King. 1 kill on the African war elephants. Bringing the war elephants away from his lines that early was a massive mistake by the Armenian King, and he paid for it. But at least now we'll get to see a tiebreaker between these two players, and the player that wins the tiebreaker of Bactria versus Bactria has won the tournament. And I think both of these players are very deserving winners. Impressive gameplay by both players.